This is Abigail Smith, and I'm going to be reviewing acceptable use policy for Morgan County School District in Fort Morgan, Colorado. So an AUP, an acceptable use policy, is a set of rules regarding technology use for both staff and students in the school district. And these are important so that there's no room for interpretation regarding the technology. So it's better if the rules, they are strict guidelines and the punishments have been outlined so nobody can say, well, I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to be doing this, so everything needs to be covered in an AUP. This is the first half of the Morgan County AUP for staff. So as you can see, they clearly outline the use of internet and computer network use limitations, and the duty to not waste or damage computer resources. So this part of the AUP really focuses on using your computer for business only and not downloading things that will take a long time, not engaging in acts such as mass mailings, playing games, engaging in online chats, anything that would slow down the network for other people that are using their computers appropriately. The rest of the AUP, as you see here, covers email, telephones, and then a quick acknowledgement. It reviews that emails, phone calls, anything like that can be monitored by the school district. Although they will not be doing that regularly, it is within their rights to do so. So the importance of not sending or engaging in anything that would be offensive or inappropriate for the workplace. I didn't capture the bottom, but it was required to be signed by each staff member and returned to one of the admin. As we move on to the Morgan County AUP for students, it is similar. This is related to the Chromebooks that all students receive for the school year. This one is mostly focusing on ownership of the Chromebook, just acknowledging that the school district does own it. It's yours for educational purposes only, and then you must return it. Okay, and the rest of the AUP for students outlines behaviors that should be avoided or followed. So it outlines things such as bringing your Chromebook to school every day, charging it, treating it with care, not losing it, keeping it clean, all that kind of stuff. And then it goes into the responsibilities for use online. Although it does mention that there are a lot of factors in place to try to keep students off of anything that we would deem inappropriate. And then it does talk about if you lose it, damage it, anything like that. I didn't include the pricing, but they did outline in the AUP the cost to replace certain parts or the entire Chromebook if it's lost or stolen. So how teachers should communicate the AUP to their students, I think it should be clearly communicated to each staff member and student in the beginning of each school year, such as the first day of school, those first few PD days, anything like that. I also believe that teachers should have an overview of the rules posted in their classroom with reminders of consequences for students. Parents should also be aware of the rules, including the fines, since I'm sure a lot of those fines fall back on the parents. Other than having a sign in your classroom to remind students of the rules, I thought it might be helpful to give a technology responsibility grade. So if you've got them posted on the wall, everyone should know what's expected of them, like keeping your Chromebook clean, not going to certain websites, not downloading large files, things like that. And as the ISTE Coach Standard 4.7 mentions, we must be digital citizen advocates if we want to see our students do the same thing. For staff, I think it'd be useful to review the AUP at least a couple of times per year, maybe post somewhere near your desk, highlight certain things you want to remember, and you could even self-evaluate to see how you're doing on that. So creating AUPs for school systems helps create more productive people in the workforce and help them to become a more productive digital citizen.